People. Que pasa, sakpa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. I wonder how much Jamaicans really pre what is going on in Jamaica. Pre how hopeless things have gotten, and there's no sorts of lights at the end of the tunnel. There seems to be no sorts of silver lining behind the dark cloud. People, you've heard me say it on several occasions. The government of Jamaica, the management or mismanagement of Jamaica, it is as if your parents, meaning father and mother, are two CRACK heads. Them now have no responsibility. They are negligent. Them careless as FUCK. And then you see that they are being rewarded while the rest of the country are pretty much SUCK salt from some sorts of wooden spoon. That also applies to our children. If you ask most persons, economists, they will tell you that the measuring stick for a successful country is one in which good education, good security, good health. When it comes to Jamaica, all of those are woefully inept, as bad as it can get. Well, it can get worse, and it will, because they are not making any sorts of arrangement to do any sorts of better. And people, don't get it wrong, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. However, I am going to give you the harsh realities. I am going to let you listen to a young lady explaining her friend's experience when she brought her daughter to one of those health facilities in Jamaica. Her daughter was sick. Her daughter was in pain. So just imagine how you feel as a parent having to witness your child being in some sorts of pain, feeling sick. And then when you go to a place with an emergency situation, you would think that people are going to be in some sorts of urgency, but you realize it seems as if they are trying to sabotage your health, your well-being, your mental state, the state of your child. People, the sad thing is that this is not an isolated incident. This is the norm at most hospitals in Jamaica. Take a listen, take a look at this not so beautiful bean footage, and then I'll give my piece.
I'm the type of person that don't normally speak on politics, politician, anything too controversial. I just don't, yeah. But when I heard this, I honestly feel hopeless. I feel like I'm living in a hopeless country. Because there is absolutely no way when you go to children's, they don't have beds. You stay at children one whole night. I had a classmate carry her daughter to children's hospital like 2 weeks ago. And for an entire night into an entire day, almost into a next night, the little girl had to stay on a bench with her mother because there was no bed for them to admit the little girl. You have people who every time I talk about it, it's like me move from it's like me I go through a roller coaster emotions. It's like move from anger to laughing it off because it must be a joke. It must be a prank. It must be a prank. To I got in disbelief. To I'm emotional. Like I feel hopeless. I feel hopeless living in this country. Now imagine you're in a state of lack and you feel like the way forward is to educate yourself because you try to do it the right way, and sell your body, and scam, kill, and thief, and you educate yourself and you still go out there still struggling. You have a job, you're working, you're honest, but you're still struggling to make ends meet, and you see your prime minister, your politicians earning almost $30 million a year, while our roads are crap, our hospitals are crap, our health facilities are crap. Crime and violence can't end because poverty is running rampant in our country. It's so hopeless. That's honestly how I feel about it. It is hopeless. It's sad. It's sad.
Now, people, here's the thing. When it comes to Jamaica, if you're alright, you're alright, If you can kind of numb yourself to the reality of what most persons are going through, that is how I cope. Because pretty much you can't help everybody. You see exactly what everybody is going through. So me just say, reality in Jamaica is like a big pill for swallow, like you try swallow some sorts of frisbee. It seriously looks hopeless. I have family members that come from Jamaica, live overseas. Every time they hear say me I go up on a plane to go back to Jamaica, you know what they say? Boy, you love down at that the place there. Because all they see is hopelessness. All they see is worthlessness. All they see is crime. All they hear is people losing their life. It is sad, and whenever you live in a situation, it becomes normalized. However, people, it should not be like that. You have to ask yourself, everything in a Jamaica worthless so? The whole government worthless so? The poor them, the justice system worthless so? The educational facility worthless so? The health facility worthless so? Like you hear this lady is saying when she talks about her friend's daughter, the experience that they had at the place that is supposed to be sympathetic, a place in which you think is a place of refuge whenever you are sick, whenever you are in pain. Your pain is not supposed to escalate and get worse mentally, physically, all sorts of alley. People, it is sad. They don't have the basic amenities. Them not have no bed. When you go there, the waiting is so long. If it is an emergency situation, it pretty much KILLSU. You pretty much feel hopeless. Feel as if it is better if you was DEAD. The reality of the situation is that when you go to these places, it seems as if you are headed to hell. They are more run like some sorts of concentration camp instead of some sorts of health facility where you are supposed to get some sorts of help, some sorts of compassion. People actually have patience. You are greeted by some screw-up face. It seems as if it is badness nurse, badness doctor. Everybody have an attitude problem. People, when you compare this, it is unbelievable what you see. So it seems as if when you go there and you get your education, you go through school, you decide, like this lady is saying, you want to do things the good way. You are being screwed by the system. You are being screwed by the government. If your money is not tall, it seems as if you cannot visit one of these private facility, so therefore you are relegated to Children's Hospital, KPH, whichever one of them. All of them are just as horrendous. All of them are just as horrible. So it seems as if good guys always finish last. The people that are chopping the line, the uptown choppers, meaning your prime minister, meaning your MPs, meaning the criminals, it seems as if Jamaica is built for the criminals. The criminals are the ones that are getting by. People, like me tell you at the start of this video, the measuring stick for a successful country economy: good security, good health, good education. Jamaica is woefully lacking as it pertains to all of this. However, the Prime Minister, the Finance Minister can justify their salaries. A Prime Minister that is getting $30 million per year annually for doing absolutely nothing. So therefore, he is getting rewarded for doing a SHITTY job. Such is the case of most MPs, parliamentarian. They should be paid the minimum wage. If they were paid per performance, they would be making below minimum wage. Because look, everything is in a shamble. Bad road, bad hospital, bad security, bad education, teachers getting abused, teachers leaving the job in drones, exiting the place, leaving like a mass exodus. People, it is a very sad state of affair, and this is just the next perfect example. Before things get better, they are going to get worse based on the people that are mismanaging the country. They have no care, they have no sympathy, they have no regard, no conscience. They are cold and callous, just like the criminal elements out there. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.